Hey there everybody, Matt Carter here.
And Jessica Carter from CarterMatt.com.
This video is our reaction upon viewing for the first time the Expanse Season 2 finale, Episode 13, entitled Caliban's War. Wow. This was a finale. It was appropriate for a finale. I think they killed some people. I think we can say that definitively.
They did.
We had some revelations. We had some sad moments. I mean, we have a particularly depressing cliffhanger, by the way, at the very end of all of this.
We also had Fred.
Yeah, like 5 seconds of Fred.
Hey, he's still alive. That's better than what I thought would be happening with Fred at this point.
Where's Drummer, though?
Oh,
I know.
She's got to still be there. I believe it.
Yeah, Drummer is still recovering. Maybe she just
Absolutely. If Drummer was gone, I feel like that would have been a moment.
All right. Well, we got a lot to talk about here, but before we do anything else, if you like this video, give us a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any other video updates that we've got coming. Season 3.
Almost there. Starting tomorrow.
We are starting very, very soon. We're going to have a lot coming up. I mean, a little bit of lighter coverage on other stuff, so we may even double up on a couple of episodes here over the next week or two. But, all right, let's start, I guess, with what is the easiest story to get through. R.I.P. the Abergast. What is wrong with you people? Like,
Shocking.
Really?
Yeah, you're throwing probes down there. Oh, let's throw a couple more. Oh, here's one last one. Oh, it lasted for a second. You know what's a really good idea? All our probes got destroyed, so we should send ourselves down there. I was like, guys, what? I understand that you're kind of the only people there, and why not? But you don't know what you're dealing with, but you do know that all your probes are gone, and they're all destroyed. So what did you think was going to happen? What did you think was going to happen?
Well, I think we have explanation now as to why we didn't actually get to know really any of these people, because ultimately none of it mattered, because they were going to basically do their own version of fly too close to the sun, but at this point they flew too close to the proto-molecule and Venus, and now they're all dead. So congrats.
Yeah, this was the only part of the episode that as soon as they said, "Oh, well, let's go in ourselves," I was like, "Really? I don't understand why you guys are doing this. Well, you know what has happened. You have seen your own probes get destroyed. What, you think sending yourself in is going to be any different?"
The most sympathetic of explanations that I can give is that they're scientists. It's all in the pursuit of science. They've conducted a scientific experiment here, which is, let's play out the definition of insanity, but with human beings this time instead of probes, and see if the end result here is any different.
Pretty much.
I'm sure you're very disappointed that Proto Miller did not show up at any point amidst the everything was going on.
Yeah, my dreams of seeing some kind of Miller again are starting to dissipate. I'm starting to feel like I need to get off the island and
No, if you want to live on Proto Miller Island, you plant your flag and be proud.
Yeah, but I'm starting to feel like I'm not going to get what I want.
Yeah,
so,
it's probably not.
Not that I want Proto Miller. I would like Miller to just come back.
Yeah.
Whether he's back because he happened to not die. Okay, that's not a real theory. I'm not even believing that, but just something. I don't know if he comes back in a flashback. Yeah. I don't know if he comes back as Proto Miller. I don't know if he comes back like Dexter's dad, who's like a little sort of angel or devil on your shoulder being like, "Hey guys, you should do this. No, don't do this, do this." I don't know. I'm just desperate, but I feel like I've probably lost him and I need to accept it. It has been half of the season now and I've had no Miller, so
yeah.
R.I.P. Miller, I'm accepting it.
I have an idea. What if Miller is the conscience for Amos? Because clearly Amos loved Miller so much in the time that they spent together. That can be how he comes back.
He could be. I don't know if he'd be the best conscience for him, but maybe for Holden?
Yeah, it'd probably be better conscience.
Because there was such a good, push and pull between the two of them. And there were some things that I think Miller and Holden really taught each other. And we have seen Holden going more to the dark side, and he has pulled himself a little bit back now. And Miller's not all dark side. He's a little dark side and a little light side. So I feel like, if anyone, I'll put my money on a conscience for Holden, but my faith in his return
is dashed.
Is dashed. It is gone.
Well, all right, let's go from completely horrible in terms of what happened to these people to, I mean, at least Christian is still alive. Everything that has happened. I mean, Aaron Wright, our I don't want to say he's our guy because that suggests that we like what he's doing, but...
Well, you said that he's not your guy, but man, I was impressed with everything that happened. I felt Sean Doyle's just so good in that role.
Yeah.
I really like everything that's going on, even though I know it's against Christian, who I really like. It's against everybody, but... What a survivor to be able to turn things around like that. It was just wild to watch unfold. We haven't seen him in this episode, but he's got everybody scattering.
Here's the best. This is what I love the most about all this. Aaron Wright's still alive and out there. Christian is also still alive and out there. So you managed to create a finale with stakes and chaos without actually getting rid of someone who is so substantial that I would be kind of upset if they were dead.
How much are you looking forward to those two coming face to face again? I cannot wait to see that.
I think what Christian needs to do at this point is just like, Bobbie, I know you just found that armor. Keep it and come with me to the meeting. I think she needs reinforcements at all times.
Yeah, she does. I thought it was really smart that they brought her armor with them and that they had that moment. Because, man, without Bobbie, it would be done. And I'm not saying she's my most favorite character, but I'm way more invested in Bobbie than I ever was. Not just because she saved Christian.
Yeah.
I'll throw that out there. That I really like that. That helped me.
Yeah.
But the cucumber sandwiches in the last episode really endeared me to her, and now I'm really enjoying her character.
Well, let's talk about...
And I like the relationship between the three of these characters. I really like it.
I think Christian can get most improved. And I'm not even saying... I mean, not Christian, I'm sorry. I think Bobbie can get most improved. Yeah, I know. Go ahead and throw cucumbers at me. But, and I don't even mean most improved in a patronizing way. Like, when I was in racquetball in college, they gave me most improved. That was just because I sucked really bad and they wanted to find a way to make me feel better about it. But
and now you're giving this to Bobbie.
No, I'm saying not in a patronizing way.
Okay.
Like, I think she actually has really improved. And I think,
has.
I didn't like her all that much in the early going. I'm much more on board with her now, which is good. If we're going to be living in a world of this show where a lot of people we like die, you have to introduce other people who we end up liking. Otherwise, we're going to run out of people.
Well, I also just like her because she's seeing things like I'm seeing things, which are kind of for the first time in this universe. So that big doe-eyed innocent, oh my goodness, here's a cucumber sandwich, I've never seen this before. Like, this is how people on Earth are living. Oh wow, look at this. It's the ocean, it's magnificent, but what did you guys do to this? She's the one person who's giving me that feeling going through this show that I'm seeing things for the first time too, the same way.
I know that everyone out there will already know the spoilers, but let's just play this up between the two of us here. Where in the world do Christian and Bobbie go now? Because, it doesn't really feel like Earth is a safe harbor for them at this point with Aaron Wright, and it doesn't seem like a lot of people are going to be that trusting to Christian elsewhere because she hasn't really made a lot of friends.
How about Tycho? We know the last time that her and Fred had a little exchange, they actually helped each other.
Yeah, I would like to see Christian and Fred Johnson hang out. I kind of feel like Bobbie and Drummer, they could be friends. Like, I think there could be some fun stuff that happens there.
I actually think they would probably hate each other.
It's going to be one of two things. They're either going to get along really well or they're going to really hate each other.
Yeah,
there would be no middle ground.
They feel like there's a lot of similarities to them that they would get together and it would just be...
That's certainly possible. I mean, and in that case, I have to put my money on Bobbie. She's got the suit right now. But,
she does.
So that's going to be a fun thing to sort of watch out for in Season 3, where in the world Christian goes. But let's go over to the Rossi Crew now. And this was chaotic, to say the least. This is...
heart-pounding. This was a great The whole thing was so intense.
It was really intense, and there were a lot of moments where I didn't honestly know where things were going to go. Like, when they were basically trying to get Prax to throw the lure out there to try to get Proto Man kind of away so they could do away with it. It was just really, like, I didn't know if Prax was going to die.
I was real worried that he was just going to end up with Proto Man floating in space. I just didn't know what was going to happen there.
Yeah.
And that's why this show is so good. They have done such a good job these 2 seasons setting it up that anybody and everybody can die. It doesn't matter who it is. Everyone is really at risk. There is skin in the game.
Yeah, there's legitimate skin in the game. There were a lot of people who I thought could end up dying. I think, more so than just, okay, Proto Man is gone now, seemingly. Yeah, we'll see what happens from there.
I'm sure there's more.
Oh, of course. There's always going to be more.
Because there was that last ominous scene with May being put in one of those chambers and slid into this pod with, like, all these other pods that must be filled with other proto children.
Yeah, that
was so dark.
Yeah, that was like the darkest cliffhanger imaginable. Oh, by the way, yeah, you guys stopped one of them. Here's a place where there's probably going to be, I don't know, hundreds more.
Or even just sadder that it feels like May was still alive and in good shape. Now she's in that pod, and we saw another child in that pod and saw what happened, and
yeah.
I don't know how long it takes for that to happen. I don't know how far, we don't know how far Prax is from his kid, but it doesn't feel good.
Yeah. Okay, quick question for all you gamers out there, and also Final Fantasy VII fans. How much did this pods remind you of the Genova Project and everything that's going on? Let me know in the comments. All right, I'm done with that. Okay, let's...
Are you?
No, I'm never done with that. March can't come soon enough. But okay, so... What else is going on here, though, is that I really, really liked is it felt like we got actual emotional payoff to a lot of stuff.
Yep.
Holden sort of making it clear, you know what? I didn't have my head on straight. That's not going to happen again.
And that it was Alex that really helped him get his head back on straight. That even when Naomi had said, oh, you made the right decision, you came and you helped me, thank you. No, he gave the credit to where it was due, which is that Alex helped him get his head on straight. But it's good that he did because now he's here.
Yeah, and I feel like Holden means it a little bit more when he says it won't happen again because he did some stuff that was a lot more morally conflicting. He went through it, and I think he recognizes, I don't want to say necessarily the error of his ways, but I think he recognizes, okay, maybe these weren't the right choices. Maybe this wasn't me. And it's sort of like now the Rossi Crew has brought back the true Holden from the ashes.
Well, I'm hoping that it's going to be not just the Holden of old, or the one that we just saw that was super dark, but now going into season 3 that we're going to see him a little more seasoned, that he's going to have he has seen the dark, he has seen the light, and now he's probably still going to have some stumbles. It's not that easy to be the leader, and it's not something that there's no handbook for it, so I think he's going to be a little more seasoned, that he'll know when it's time to be a little darker to get the job done, and maybe a little lighter when, you don't have to wave a gun in somebody's hand, in their face.
Yeah, and I think in general, all of our main 4 characters within this crew, they had their moments in the finale. I think it was nice for you to sort of Naomi... Amos had a little bit of a heart-to-heart. It seems like they're figuring some stuff out. And with that...
That was pretty heartbreaking when he was saying that he felt to blame for her having to hurt him.
Yeah, and I think it shows... I hope that...
It feels like, and I could be way off base, but something that's happened they've kind of threaded that throughout his childhood, that there was things that happened to him that turned off some of his empathy, and... I wonder if some of that was in play there, where he was saying kind of I was out of line, I deserved what you did to me kind of thing. It felt a little dark and felt like something that was coming from somewhere a bit deeper. And she was honestly surprised. She's like, why are you apologizing?
I hope that this is all kind of leading towards the spot where he really realizes that, working through this stuff would actually make him a stronger person. And I know it's probably difficult for him because he's so used to not having these emotions, and I think that's why what was going on with Cortazar and the empathy and being able to turn off that switch, I think that's why it's appealing to him. But I think he's going to be so much more interesting if Season 3 is more of like an emotional journey for him of realizing, okay, I can still be the same Amos, but maybe like actually a little bit more fully formed and a little bit more willing to express myself.
Yeah, and I think having this team, which is also like a family, it really is. We've got Alex, who's sort of like the mother figure and giving everybody lasagna and packing them lasagna lunches and bringing everyone together, and it just feels like a place where he can start to maybe let his guard down a little bit, that these are people he can trust, that will trust him, that they can build this together the longer they're together. And I feel like Prax is going to have a good hand in that.
Yeah, and I hope so. I'm glad that he's not dead. I'm glad that he's going to be sticking around. Maybe he can add something more to it. I mean, I guess the cliffhanger of sorts for the Rossi crew is that, oh, guess what? There's really no containing this anymore. We're all kind of just done with that, so...
And Naomi felt that earlier on, where she said, we have to do good where we can do good. There is no containing it. They know that they can't. They have to just do what they can where they can.
Yeah.
But the big reveal was Fred has a proto-molecule that Naomi decided to give it to him. And I'm telling you, there was like a small moment when she was telling this story that I was like, man, if they turn around and that mask and it's Anderson Dawes, I'm gonna fall out of my seat, because I can't see any circumstances that she would ever give that to him. But I thought maybe there was a desperation where she wanted somebody on the belt to have that, and that there was the smallest part of me that thought maybe she would give it to him. And my stomach was dropping.
I'm happy that did not happen. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, well, Fred is not a lot better, but Fred is a little better.
We have to take it where we can get it at this point.
Yeah.
And Fred obviously has a role to play still in Season 3. I don't think you put that in there otherwise. I mean, maybe somebody kills him in the premiere and takes the proto-molecule.
Well, I was going to say, now that he has that proto-molecule, there's another reason on top of all the other reasons I've given that Fred is not going to make it out of the series. I just don't know how it happens.
Fred, I got some advice for you. Go find a giant protective bubble and just live in that forever. It might be your only hope. Or go and steal Bobbie's suit.
I was about to say, borrow Bobbie's suit and he'll be fine.
Those may be your only hopes. But, I think this was a great way to finish off Season 2. Lots of dramatic, interesting stuff.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Season 3. I hope you guys are too. And we appreciate you going with us on this journey. We got a lot to get through, and then Season 4 will be here, and we'll have a lot of fun stuff to talk about there. Yeah, I know, and we'll all actually be on the same page with that, and I think that will be really fun. But let me know now in the comments what you thought about the Season 2 finale when you first saw it, and if you like this video, give us a like, subscribe, and you can support us further by checking that link in the description to the Carter Matt store, and we'll see you here next time.